Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3000. Okay, that's fine. 3000. Not 3000 actually. It's 4013. Today's date is April 21, 2026. It's been almost like a morning at 7:20 a.m. All right, yeah. Let's just jump into the question. All right. So, question is, without identity, how will social connection work? Okay, that's a really good question. Okay, first of all, what exactly is this question, and why am I asking this question to myself? I wanted to build a app called My Artifact. Okay. Now, what exactly is this app will gonna do? It's a kind of like a journaling app, like a people kind of like a wrote the diary every single day. Instead of writing, what if we could supposed to be record the audio, okay, or audio recording, okay, yeah. uh the stuff that you are kind of like listening right now, this is my artifact, kind of like a simply my diary, okay, yeah. But instead of kind of like a written text, you are kind of like listening to me or seeing through me on this YouTube platform, okay, yeah. If you're thinking it's a YouTube video, it's not a YouTube video, it's called artifact. I called them as a artifact, okay, yeah. Now basically is this thing that this is a kind of like a simply the platform that I wanted to make. Artifact is a kind of like a simply platform that people should supposed to be record their thoughts and things and that. It's a kind of like a simply YouTube that people kind of like upload the video and other people see the video. Artifact is kind of like something same that you record the video, sorry, you record your artifact, other people will kind of like listen your artifact, but it's a audio based platform. There is no video, nothing really at all, just a audio based platform, okay, yeah. So this is the kind of like assembly app that I wanted to make, okay, yeah. I already explained regarding about what is actually app and things and that I will directly jump into the question. Okay, the question kind of like says that he how without identity, how will social connection will work, okay, or establish. Okay, in my application I am actually providing the privacy means like that key user will not gonna know who is actually they are listening to or who is actually their person. Like let's just say I am the particular person who recorded the artifact in my artifact application and publish that artifact on my platform. It would be consider, it would be kind of like a simply seen, it does not kind of like a simply post as a kind of like a simply my name as a Saurabh Boltre. No, it posts as a kind of like a different username like a Prozac 1943 or something like that, okay, yeah. Having that unique username will kind of like making sure your privacy should supposed to be maintained, okay, and privacy is very much essential. But there is another question arise that when your identity is hidden, then how does kind of like a social connection will gonna work? Okay, how does kind of like a social media actually work? Like let's just take a kind of like a typical Facebook. Facebook is a social media application, right? Now basically in the in the Facebook platform, you actually send a friend request to somebody and things and that because you knew that particular person and things and that, okay, yeah. But in my application, how does people will gonna follow, how does it will kind of like assembly work, because my identity is a kind of like assembly hidden, so how is that thing? Okay, so basically is this thing we are moving to such a world where kind of like a things that na ki we are trying to connect up such a people who is like a not just kind of like a people that I know, like a just like basically this thing now. Let's take a kind of like a simple example, okay, yeah. Okay, I am actually scrolling through Instagram, okay, yeah. Now I am seeing a photo of my friend who posted on Instagram platform. I like that photo because I knew that particular person. Okay, yeah, and I like that photo. That's it. but I don't really have that much interaction. Okay, yeah, probably is this thing. Why then, if you're not really putting that much interaction, then why did you put like? Is because of I knew that particular person, and after kind of like year, he uploaded his photo on social media platform, and I knew that particular person, so that's why I just put the like. Okay, yeah. If I don't know that particular person, would I give them like? Obviously not. Okay, yeah, because it's a kind of like a thing that now, if I don't know, how do I supposed to kind of like someone photo or things and that. Okay, unless that particular person do something very different, and that different thing is associated with my interest. Example, I don't know this particular person, I haven't really seen in real life, but he's a kind of like a really good photography. He really takes a really good photo. Now photography is of my interest, and because of this, his work is regarding about my interest, I would follow that particular guy. I will also like that particular guy too. I would put the like that too. So let me tell you one thing. In social media platform, most of the user are kind of like a liking or following such a people who are associate their interest with them. Okay, interest is very much essential. Okay, yeah, interest means the kind of like assembly. I like photography, this particular person like photography, so we just connect. Okay, by following or like or comment or whatever it is. Okay, yeah, and that is how kind of like a something that he followership actually like a followership or social gathering is actually established. Okay, a social connection is actually established. Okay, and that's why Instagram called social media platform, that's why Facebook called social media platform, that you can connect with the people that you already knew the people. Also you can connect with such a people that associate with your interest and things and that. Okay, yeah. Now in this platform, okay, yeah, YouTube is also one of that too. Okay, yeah, but YouTube is a kind of like a somewhat something that key, it's literally kind of like a be more focus on kind of like a something interest level. Okay, yeah, like a YouTube kind of like a suggest such a video that associate with your interest, not kind of like a some things that you know, but somewhat something kind of like a some social media. Okay, like it's the app is kind of like a doing a social thing. Okay, now what I'm trying to tell you is this thing, in this all the platform, Instagram, Facebook or YouTube, they really required a kind of like a some certain identity required about kind of like a somebody the particular person face or kind of like a somebody name or things and that. Okay, yeah. वरती आणायचं आहे का ते नाही तांदूळ चपली पापडी टाकली डाळ मध्ये टाकली तपायची आहे पाण्यात तेल टाकून हो Okay, sorry about the disturbances. Okay, yeah. Should I record the artifact or not? Let's record the artifact na, like this way. Okay, yeah. It's very weird to kind of like a record artifact like this way. Yeah, and that is a kind of like only one of the very weird thing to record artifact in front of somebody, even if there is a father. Should I stop? I have to be continue.